started out with everything that belonged to him. When he reached Beersheba, he offered sacrifices to the God of his father Isaac. God spoke to Israel in a vision at night. "Jacob, Jacob," he said. "Here I am," Jacob replied. "I am God. I am the God of your father," he said. "Do not be afraid to go down to Egypt. There I will make you into a great nation. I will go down to Egypt with you. I will surely bring you back again, and when you die, Joseph will close your eyes with his own hand." Then Jacob left Beersheba. Israel's sons put their father Jacob and their families in the carts that Pharaoh had sent to carry him. So Jacob and his whole family went to Egypt. They took their livestock with them, and they took everything that they had acquired in Canaan. Jacob brought his sons and grandsons with him to Egypt. He also brought his daughters and granddaughters. He brought his whole family with him. Here are the names of Israel's children and grandchildren who went to Egypt. Jacob and his whole family are included.
Reuben was Jacob's oldest son. The sons of Reuben were Hanok, Palu, Hezron, and Carmi. The sons of Simeon were Jemuel, Jamin, Ohad, Jachin, Zohar, and Shaul. Shaul was the son of a woman from Canaan. The sons of Levi were Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. The sons of Judah were Onan, Shelah, Zerah, and Perez. But and Onan had died in the land of Canaan. The sons of Perez were Hezron and Hamul. The sons of Issachar were Tola, Puah, Jashub, and Shimron. The sons of Zebulun were Sered, Elon, and Jalil. These were the sons and grandsons born to Jacob and Leah in Paddan Aram. Leah also had a daughter by Jacob. Her name was Dinah. The total number of people in the family line of Jacob and Leah was 33. The sons of Gad were Zephon, Hagi, Shuni, Esbon, Eri, Arodi, and Areli. The sons of Asher were Imnah, Ishva, Ishvi, and Beriah. Their sister was Sarah. The sons of Beriah were Heber and Malkiel. These were the children and grandchildren born to Jacob and Zilpah. Laban had given Zilpah to his daughter Leah. The total number of people in the family line of Jacob and Zilpah was 60. The sons of Jacob's wife Rachel were Joseph and Benjamin. In Egypt, Asenath had Manasseh and Ephraim by Joseph. Asenath was the daughter of Potipharah. Potipharah was the priest of On. The sons of Benjamin were Bela, Becca, Ashbel, Gera, Naaman, Ehi, Rosh, Muppim, Huppim, and Ard. These were the sons and grandsons born to Jacob and Rachel. The total number of people in the family line of Jacob and Rachel was 14. The son of Dan was Hushim. The sons of Naphtali were Jazeel, Guni, Jezer, and Shilem. These were the sons and grandsons born to Jacob and Bilhah. Laban had given Bilhah to his daughter Rachel. The total number of people in the family line of Jacob and Bilhah was 7.
The total number of people who went to Egypt with Jacob was 66. That number includes only his children and grandchildren. It doesn't include his sons' wives or his grandsons' wives. The total number of the members of Jacob's family who went to Egypt was 70. That includes the 2 sons who'd been born to Joseph in Egypt. Jacob sent Judah ahead of him to Joseph. He sent him to get directions to Goshen, and so they arrived in the area of Goshen. Then Joseph had his servants get his chariot ready. He went to Goshen to meet his father Israel. As soon as he came to his father, Joseph threw his arms around him. Then Joseph wept for a long time. Israel said to Joseph, "I have seen for myself that you are still alive. Now I am ready to die." Then Joseph spoke to his brothers and to the rest of his father's family. He said,
"I will go up and speak to Pharaoh. I'll say to him, 'My brothers and the rest of my father's family have come to me. They were living in the land of Canaan. The men are shepherds. They take care of the livestock. They've brought along their flocks and herds and everything they own. Pharaoh will send for you. He'll ask, 'What do you do for a living?' And you should answer, 'We've taken care of livestock from the time we were boys. We've done it just as our fathers did.' You see, it's the practice of people in Egypt not to mix with shepherds. So Pharaoh will let you settle in the area of Goshen."
Joseph went to Pharaoh. He told him,
"My father and brothers have come from the land of Canaan. They've brought along their flocks and herds and everything they own. They are now in Goshen."
Joseph had chosen 5 of his brothers to meet with Pharaoh. Pharaoh asked the brothers, "What do you do for a living?" "We're shepherds," they replied to Pharaoh. "And that's what our fathers were." They also said to him, "We've come to live in Egypt for a while. There isn't enough food anywhere in Canaan. There isn't any grass for our flocks, so please let us live in Goshen." Pharaoh said to Joseph, "Your father and your brothers have come to you. The land of Egypt is open to you. Let your father and brothers live in the best part of the land. Let them live in Goshen. Do any of them have any special skills? If they do, put them in charge of my own livestock." Then Joseph brought his father Jacob in to meet Pharaoh. Jacob gave Pharaoh his blessing. Then Pharaoh asked him, "How old are you?" Jacob said to Pharaoh, "The years of my journey through life are 130. My years have been few and hard. They aren't as many as the years of my father and grandfathers before me." Jacob gave Pharaoh his blessing. Then he left him. So Joseph helped his father and his brothers make their homes in Egypt. He gave them property in the best part of the land, just as Pharaoh had directed him to. That part was known as the territory of Ramesses. Joseph also provided food for his father and brothers. He provided for them and the rest of his father's family. He gave them enough for all their children. But there wasn't any food in the whole area. In fact, there wasn't enough food anywhere. The people of Egypt and Canaan lost their strength because there wasn't enough food to go around. Joseph collected all the money in Egypt and Canaan. People paid it to him for the grain they were buying, and Joseph brought it to Pharaoh's palace. When the money of the people of Egypt and Canaan was gone, all the Egyptians came to Joseph. They said,
"Give us food! What good will it do to watch us all die? Our money is gone."
Then bring your livestock.
said Joseph.
You say your money is gone, so I'll trade you food for your livestock.
They brought their livestock to Joseph. He traded them food for their animals. They gave him their horses, sheep, goats, cattle and donkeys. He helped the people live through that year by trading them food for all their livestock. When that year was over, they came to him the next year. They said,
We can't hide the truth from you. Our money is gone.
"Our livestock belongs to you. We don't have anything left to give you except our bodies and our land. What good would it do you to watch us die? Why should our land be destroyed? Trade us food for ourselves and our land. Then we and our land will belong to Pharaoh. Give us some seeds so we can live and not die. We don't want the land to become a desert." So Joseph bought all the land in Egypt for Pharaoh. All the people of Egypt sold their fields. They did that because there wasn't enough food anywhere. So the land became Pharaoh's. Joseph made the people slaves from one end of Egypt to the other. But Joseph didn't buy the land that belonged to the priests. They received a regular share of food from Pharaoh. They had enough food from what Pharaoh gave them. That's why they didn't have to sell their land. Joseph said to the people,
I've bought you and your land for Pharaoh today, so here are some seeds for you to plant in the ground. But when the crop comes in, give a fifth of it to Pharaoh. Keep the other 4/5 for yourselves. They will be seeds for your fields, and they will be food for yourselves, your children, and the other people who live with you.
You have saved our lives. If you are pleased with us, we will be Pharaoh's slaves.
So Joseph made a law about land in Egypt. It's still the law today. A fifth of the produce belongs to Pharaoh. Only the land belonging to the priests didn't become Pharaoh's. The people of Israel lived in Egypt, in the area of Goshen. They received property there. They had children and so became many. Jacob lived 17 years in Egypt. He lived a total of 147 years. The time came near for Israel to die, so he sent for his son Joseph. He said to him, "If you are pleased with me, put your hand under my thigh. Promise me that you will be kind and faithful to me. Don't bury me in Egypt. When I join the members of my family who have already died, carry me out of Egypt. Bury me where they are buried."
I'll do exactly as you say.
Joseph said. "Give me your word that you will do it," Jacob said. So Joseph gave him his word, and Israel worshipped God as he leaned on the top of his walking stick.